Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Monday, September 29th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Cullman wins $350,000 Rebuild Alabama grant to rebuild Graham Street Southwest. CTE Tour spotlights Cullman's workforce pipeline, and Alabama Public Service Commissioner Jeremy Oden announces re-election campaign. All this, plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Governor Kay Ivey on Friday announced more than $3.7 million in state funding is being awarded to cities and counties for 13 road projects across Alabama. One of those projects is in Cullman County for full-depth reclamation of Graham Street Southwest from Main Avenue Southwest to Alabama Highway 69. Grant funds are $350,000, and local funds for the project are almost $174,000. The grants are the final round of funding made available this year under the Alabama Department of Transportation's annual grant program created by the Rebuild Alabama Act. The Rebuild Alabama Act overwhelmingly passed by legislature and signed by Governor Ivey in 2019 requires ALDOT to establish an annual program setting aside a minimum of $10 million off the top of the state's share of gas tax revenue for local projects. Of the awarded projects, cities and counties also contributed more than $2.4 million in local matching funds. All projects are required to move forward within 1 year of the awarding of funds. Cullman Area Technology Academy and Cullman High School welcomed state and national leaders Monday during a 3-day Alabama tour organized by ACTE and ALA CTE to showcase career and technical education. At CATA, guests toured 4 of the school's 15 programs: health science, cybersecurity, precision machining, and utility line worker. Students demonstrated real-world skills from climbing 40-foot utility poles and monitoring live cyber threats to operating precision equipment and practicing patient care basics. County Superintendent Dr. Shane Barnett said the stop highlighted daily excellence across programs. The tour continued at Cullman High, where visitors saw the health science lab, family and consumer sciences, engineering classrooms, and animal science, plus an early look at the new CTE wing now under construction. City Superintendent Kyle Koloff noted the campus blend of rigorous academics with hands-on training. Organizers say the visit underscores how Cullman City and county schools are preparing students for college, apprenticeships, and high-demand careers, building a talent pipeline aligned with regional workforce needs. Alabama Public Service Commissioner Jeremy Oden of Vinemont Eva announced he will seek another term in 2026 with the Republican primary next year. Oden, a former state representative for Cullman, Blount, and Morgan counties, is running on his record at the PSC and his national roles in utility regulation. His resume includes past president of the Southeastern Association of Regulatory Utility Commissioners, board member with the National Association of Regulatory Utility Commissioners, and chair of their clean coal and carbon management work, and appointments tied to federal energy policy. Oden emphasizes a conservative approach to utility oversight and ratepayer protection while highlighting local roots as a lifelong Republican. He and his wife Samantha have a daughter and live in the Vinemont Eva area. Voters will decide the PSC Place 1 race in the 2026 cycle, beginning with the GOP primary on May 19, 2026. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Bearcats break through for Trent Walker's first win. Good Hope dominates Addison in a clash of unbeatens, and Vinemont posts a shutout. Your Friday Night Lights recap is next. Welcome back. Cullman grabbed its first victory of the season and the first under head coach Trent Walker, beating Brewer 24-11 on the road. The Bearcats led 14-3 at half and closed it out with 10 more after the break. Next up is a region tilt Thursday at Hartselle. West Point looked fresh after an open week, jumping on Hayden early and rolling 42-14. The Warriors traveled to Priceville for region play Friday. Good Hope and Addison met in a clash of unbeatens at A.G. Hicks Stadium, and the Raiders took control from the opening whistle. A 21-0 halftime cushion turned into a 41-6 win. Good Hope returns home to face Curry. Addison stays home to host Waterloo. Vinemont's defense set the tone in a 28-zip shutout of West End. That's 4 straight for the Eagles, who head to Hanceville next. Cold Springs flipped the script at Lynn, leaning on defense in a 36-12 road win after a 12-zip halftime lead. The Eagles turn home Friday to welcome West End. Plenty of momentum swings across the county and a packed slate ahead as region races tighten moving into October. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, annual Masquerade Ball marks new chapter as Victim Services becomes the Willow Path. Plus, Southern Ghost Girls plan 4 October ghost walks in downtown Cullman. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Cullman's Oktoberfest season opened Thursday with the 3rd annual Burgermeister Ball at St. Bernard. Revived 3 years ago at the request of Cullman Parks Recreation and Sports Tourism, the event serves as the city's official kickoff and continues to grow with many guests in traditional German attire. A highlight was the passing of the Burgermeister medallion as 2024 honoree Amy Wood presented the title to Mayor Woody Jacobs, who will serve as Master of Ceremonies for Oktoberfest. Guests enjoyed a German dinner from Allsteak and joined in games including a German spelling bee and Oktoberfest trivia. Organizers say the evening celebrates Cullman's German heritage, community pride, and the start of a full slate of festival events set to unfold in the days ahead. A shy, homeschooled 3rd grader who once struggled with a stutter is now one of Cullman County's standout youth leaders. 17-year-old Grayson Randall has been named a runner-up for the 2025 National 4-H Youth in Action Award, recognizing members who turn 4-H experiences into community impact. His journey began with public speaking, then expanded to fair projects and leadership roles, including Alabama 4-H State Ambassador. He competed in the Wildlife Habitat Education Program, helping his team finish top 15 nationally. Randall also earned selection as a Roth Scholar in the 4-H Leadership Academy, where he built Fit with Friends, a health and nutrition initiative that equips young people with tools and teamwork to live healthier lives. Locally, he has served on the Cullman Youth Council and as a youth leader for the Outdoor Adventure Club. His recognition spotlights the growing reach of Cullman County 4-H at home and across the state. Victim Services of Cullman unveiled a new name and brand at its 5th annual Masquerade Ball Thursday night at Stonebridge Farms, announcing it will now operate as the Willow Path, effective Friday, September 26th. Executive Director Jessica Atchley said the rebrand reflects resilience and renewal, themes symbolized by the willow tree and the survivors the nonprofit serves. The night drew a record crowd of about 300 and generated an estimated $50,000 through sponsorships, ticket sales, auctions, and a lucky draw, making it the organization's most successful event to date. Organizers thanked attendees, sponsors, and volunteers for standing with survivors and strengthening services in Cullman County. Alongside the rebrand, the nonprofit announced 3 new intervention and preventative initiatives. The flagship effort, called Fluffy Finds a Safe Space, will be introduced in second grade classrooms across Cullman County to teach safety, empathy, and help-seeking skills at an early age. Leaders say the new identity and programs position the Willow Path for broader outreach and deeper impact in the year ahead. Spooky season arrives with 4 Tuesday night ghost walks in downtown Cullman, hosted by the Southern Ghost Girls. Each tour starts at 6:30 p.m. at Depot Park and lasts about 2 hours. Guests will hear local legends, stop at shops and historic buildings, and try real paranormal investigation gear along the route. The walks are designed for all ages, and a portion of proceeds benefits Relay for Life. Dates are October 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. The October 7 tour includes an investigation and dinner at Carlton's. The October 28th tour features hors d'oeuvres at Carlton's along with the walk and investigation. The October 14th and 21st dates are traditional downtown walks with investigations. Organizers encourage comfortable shoes and an open mind. Tickets and details are available at southernghostgirls.com/events. It's a chance to explore Cullman after dark, learn its haunted history, and enjoy a spirited night out with friends and family. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. Jimmie Dewayne Smith, 64, of Vinemont, passed away Tuesday, September 23rd. Bryan Keith Thompson, 58, of Cullman, passed away Friday, September 26th. Funeral service will be today at 11 a.m. at Gum Pond Primitive Baptist Church, with burial at Gum Pond Cemetery. Visitation was held Sunday. Buel Rayburn Wise Jr., 72, passed away Thursday, September 25th. Visitation will be held Tuesday, September 30th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., with funeral service beginning at 1 p.m. Both visitation and funeral service will be held in the Holly Pond Funeral Home Chapel. He will be laid to rest following services in Center Point Cemetery, where he will receive honors and gratitude for his service to our nation. James Rodney Creel passed away Saturday, September 27th. Funeral service will be held Tuesday, September 30th at Welcome Baptist Church. Visitation will be from 1 to 3 p.m. with graveside service at 3 p.m. in the adjoining cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at the weather forecast. Today looks sunny and pleasant with a high near 85. A light northeast breeze and low humidity make it feel like classic early fall. Tonight turns mostly clear and comfortable. Plan on a low near 62. Tomorrow stays sunny with highs close to 84. Another great day for classes, errands, and lunch outside. Tomorrow night brings a few passing clouds and a mild low near 63. Dry weather holds steady as we roll into midweek. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.